Day 91 of walking. Let's go. There's a lot to talk about. Let me get to the edge of the street there first. We got neighbors talking in the thing. That's not bad. I just don't want to talk over them. Mm-hmm.
Well, sometimes. Good morning.
He's actually not the janitor.
Okay, so yesterday, I'm gonna tell you, at work, it was dumb, but look, just know that work is dumb. I woke up this morning to Steam ripping 2 games from my library because of adult content, saying that bless me, saying that Visa is ripping games with questionable content. And let me tell you, first off, gooning aside, well, I'm a grown-ass man. If I buy something, it means that I want it. To buy something, you have to have a credit card, which, again, you must be a certain age to do. And I should not be told that I can't play this game because the company wants to keep me safe from insert bullshit reason here. They said it's for the children. I'm like, it is a parent's job to make sure that their kids aren't doing stupid shit on the internet, which I do a good job of. I know what games my daughter is playing, and if there's any issues, I step in. I haven't needed to because I told her what to look out for and to come to me if she sees anything bad. But the game that they took off my Steam profile was not an adult game at all. It is a game called While Waiting. It is a game where you literally can do nothing and then the game is over. The goal is to actually, instead of waiting, you do certain things. And it's a fantastic game. Fantastic game. Like it starts from like birth and goes throughout their life. And that's where the issue lies, by the way. And it's got a nice art style. I'm serious, just look it up. And check it out. It's been streamed. It's been played by big streamers. And good game. There's no adult theme in it at all. Or so I thought. Remember when I said that the character goes throughout life? Well, when he's in college, he has a cup of beer, and apparently that counts. So I'm like, that is the dumbest reason ever. And so here's what I'm going to do it. I'm under the banner of if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. I'm not going to tell you to pirate a game. Do it at your own risk. But I have the game back because I found it somewhere else. Now, I don't know, just so that Steam understands that, you know what, I may have to reach out to Visa and tell them, hey, don't refund their games. Like, they refunded the game. And here's the thing, it has not hit my bank account at all. Period. So now I gotta call them and like, hey, it says that you guys removed the game and refunded it, but I don't see that game. I didn't rent the game, I bought the game. And it says, well, you don't actually own the game, you're buying a license, and the license can be revoked. Okay, if that is the case, then I do not wish to do any more licenses with your company. And so I'm not buying any more games off of Steam either. So that's Nintendo and Steam down. If I get a game, it'll be a physical copy only, because I dare somebody to come up into my house and try to say, hey, we're gonna need that game back because you bought it with a Visa. I would not use a Visa or MasterCard if there were no other ones around. That is a monopoly, and that's game over for us. To buy anything online is either a Visa or a MasterCard. And the thing is, I'm like, okay, I'll use PayPal. PayPal was removed from Steam. I'm like, oh my God. And so, I think I'm done with digital media. I tried. I really did. Because if I'm going to be a streamer, I want to own the games. But the thing is, I was streaming while waiting, and I didn't finish it. And while I'm going to, now that I found the game somewhere, I can't do it legitimately because it's been ripped off of Steam. So all those Steam achievements, because I'm an achievement hunter, I buy games to get the achievements. And so all of that just goes unwanted. And because I bought it, Steam said that, well, your account is now restricted for 4 weeks until October 9th. Because of a game that shouldn't be on the list that I had no control over. Wait, why am I now being punished? Like, if Visa is on their fucking warpath, why are you, Steam, punishing me for just purchasing a game? That doesn't make any sense. No fucking sense at all. So, and here's the thing, I couldn't buy a game the next month even if I wanted to, because I can't buy a game, I can't gift a game, I can't receive a game. So, I'm done. Because whenever I give away games on my channel all the time. And the games that I give away have what they call adult content in it. And when you think of adult content, you probably think of sexual themes. No, I brought up the list. And it is all so vague. Like I said, because he had a beer at a frat party, that apparently counts. By the way, if you own a copy of Baldur's Gate, I would look close at that game, because that's going next. Because it has a scene where you can indeed have sex with a character. If it has anything to do with self-harm at all, the game is gone. And you're like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, Persona 5, by the way. Persona 5, by the way. If it has violence where you point a gun at another person, I'm just going to say Call of Duty and just laugh. Yeah, because it isn't just Steam. It's Steam, PlayStation, Microsoft, and Nintendo. So, if buying isn't owning, then I'll find ways to get games myself. It's either physical media or bust. What a shitty thing to wake up to, man. Because the thing is, I have a game from Steam that was delisted, but because I bought it, it's still on my library. So, I guess that's what bothers me as well. I bought the While Waiting game, and they ripped it, but it's still on the storefront. It is not delisted at all. and you can rebuy it. Now, I put a thing in for them not to refund that game, but they say it may take weeks to do. I'm like, I'm already waiting 4 weeks. What's the difference? What's the point? Credit card companies should not have the authority or should have any power on what you buy. It is supposed to be a means to buy something. They cannot tell me, oh, you can't buy that. I can't wait until they restrict a high-profile game, and then oh man, I cannot wait for the backpedaling gaslighting that they're going to do. I want to be there for it. I'm going to sit there with popcorn, and it's going to be glorious. Now, 2 games were gone because, yeah, one of them is an adult game. But again, I'm a grown-ass man. So I'm just going to look for physical copies of all the games I have. Apparently, re-get them third party, by the way. And you know who suffers? The game maker, because the person who made the game while waiting is probably thinking, but there's nothing wrong with my game. And now, because when the game is refunded, they get hit. And I feel sorry for him. I'm like, dude, hey, I want your game, but there's no physical copy. Sorry, my dude. And I can't rebuy it again somewhere else because it's on their list. And what bothers me is that they're starting small first. Because can you imagine if they did games like Baldur's Gate, Borderlands, Resident Evil first? Can you imagine if they did those games first? So they're like testing the waters. And then you get stupid people who are like, it's just a game. Those people deserve the blade. Oh man. Yeah, that rant went all the way to the stop sign. Let's go. So what's on the agenda for me today? I go to hell, and then after hell, I have to do my daughter's hair. We're gonna be up all night because again, I get off at 8 o'clock. Normally her bedtime's at 9. There's no way to do a person's hair in an hour. So she's gonna have to stay up. And that's the shit that I mean about this shitty job, where I have to make other people sorry that I have this job, because they now have to work around my schedule. I'm an only father, by the way, and so I can't have anybody else do her hair on such short notice. While yes, we will adjust to it, the time frame, and again, we didn't get the bid, so we just woke up one day and saw the new schedule and we're like, that is not enough time. We didn't even know about a bid. And yesterday was tough because I had to order food, and I'm like, oh crap, today is Wednesday, because I'm like, why is my mom here? My mom picks up my daughter on Wednesdays, and I kept thinking it was a Thursday. Today's a Thursday. Today is a Thursday. And so I'm like, oh crap, it's trash day. Now, while we don't have any trash, we do have trash downstairs. So what I did was, to lighten the load, that they're going to do the pickup. We brought the trash can to the house and just filled bags with trash. And I think that's what we're gonna do. Like, get all the big and heavy stuff out of there so that there's not a lot for us to take out on October 2nd. That sounds like, ha ha ha, there's no humidity, but there's heat. Okay, Mr. Sun. But a friend asked me if people make life harder on themselves. I'm like, you can make decisions that make your life hard, but there's things like this that are completely out of control. And unless enough voices stand up against it, the status quo doesn't change. I miss the old days, but not because of all nostalgia. I mean, nostalgia is nice, but because it is absolutely harder now. You guys just don't want to work. I got my house when I was 24. Yeah, but cost of living wasn't terrible. So, I don't know. Oh man. School was built in 1930. Okay. I ranted on Discord about this morning, and everyone's like, yeah, that's crappy, I need to go look at my games. And some of them did find games that were ripped as well. God, I'm so pissed off. Oh, also, and we don't know how it happened, because when you patent something, it's got to go through months of litigations. Nintendo patented capturing just creatures. I'm like, wait, what? You didn't even invent that. Dragon Quest did. Yeah, because they want to take down Power World, because Power World is, by the way, nothing like Pokemon. Okay, the designs is absolutely Pokemon, but it is a game that is more like Ark Survival mixed with Days Gone, not Days Gone, The Forest, those type of games. And they're like, hey, they can capture things. We don't like that. At first they were like, you can't capture things in small balls. And so they changed them to cubes. And they're like, no, we don't want this. We're going to make it so that you can't capture animals and use them as a sub-character. Digimon. To be quite honest, the list actually goes on. Digimon, Monster Rancher, Persona. Because they said sub character. Their clause says if you catch another being who fights along the side of you, like that is all Persona. That is 100% Persona. And the thing is, they are only putting that in to go after one thing, but other games fall under that category. So why not go after Persona or Dragon Quest, which I would love to see them like, we invented this before Pokemon was even thought of. Here's Dragon Quest for the SNES, by the way, that they approved of because it started on the Nintendo, Super Nintendo. I just now politics are finally going into my world. Don't get me wrong, I was always aware of politics. I try to stay away from them because I don't really care. Like, yes, it affects me, but now it has affected my actual livelihood. Like, I want to stream this game, and now I can't finish because some person sued Visa. I'm like, hey, they bought this, I'm gonna sue you. I'm like, one, the lawyer who lost that should be fired because it is not a card company's job to parent children. I got all bills paid except for phone. Phone's going to be paid next paycheck. But I'm now caught up with rent. I'm now caught up with car. On my next paycheck, I'm going to pay this month and the next month. So I got my credit card payment that's due. I'm going to pay the car twice and the phone. And then after I put aside some for rent, the rest is, I'm happy to say, I was able to save. I'm super happy that I'm caught up. Which means that February, March, I know I keep saying February, but I get all the money in February, and it'll take to like March, April to finally pay off everything. But I'm so close. I'm so close. I got part of my daughter's cosplay coming in. I got the wig and the crown. And then I'm going to make the outfit. I need to buy, I'm going to buy legs so that we can put them on her Segway, because it's going to look like she's floating. So her actual legs will be using the Segway. My friend, who is also a gooner with me, just replies like, where did you see that? Online. It was slowing down, so I thought it was going to make a right turn, but it made a left. But no, we're back. Also another 25-minute walk, by the way. We're at 24 and a half. My hip still bothers me, but nowhere near as it has since I got the x-ray. Well, like maybe a day or two after the x-ray. But yesterday, it was fine. And so far this morning, it's fine. But anyways, we're at the car. I'll catch you guys later. Tonzua Koite.